Welcome to Talking Habs pregame show before every Montreal Canadiens game. Game day news, game preview, and the Guess the Score contest. Come join the chat and let's talk hockey. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. So we have the Montreal Canadiens are in Carolina to take on the Hurricanes. So we're going to have here in this pregame show, I'm going to have game day news, a game preview, and we have the Guess the Score contest. If you guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of that game, of this game, it doesn't matter what team you pick them from, you win $10 directly in your bank account via Interact. So good luck. Make the guess in the chat here. And let's see who's here. Anybody here? I don't know. That's my dog, obviously. Daryl Adams, 4-3 Habs Caulfield with the first goal. You think Drouin will be out for rest of season? Any word on Evans? Drouin, no word on that. I don't know. But Evans will be in the lineup tonight. That's in my game day news. Julie, 3-2 Habs Caulfield. She challenges me every time on the spelling. How's it going? Bye. Habs 3-2 Barron. Yeah, that's a good guess there. Barron should be in the lineup. He's listed. Jordan Harris is not tonight. But there's that might not be accurate. We'll see anyway. But I'll show you what I've got in a few minutes. Let's wait for a few more people to come into the room before we get into the game day news. There's not really a lot, but I'll give you what I got. Yeah, not a lot of game day news today. Some days there's more than others. They did sign a player to an ELC, so that's interesting. And other than that, not that much. Let's see. We're getting there. All right. Since there's no more questions, I'll go with game day news. All right. I'm going to go over here, though, for that. So the player that Montreal signed, and that player is, if I can get there, Montreal signed to a 3-year ELC, Joshua Roy. Joshua Roy, tearing it up in the QMJHL. He is now under contract for starting in 2022-23, so that's next season through the 24-25 season. He is currently second in QMJHL scoring with 92 points. He was drafted 150th overall in the 5th round of the 2021 draft. Now, no, I'm not going to give this away. There's something I wanted to say about a video I just put out. I don't want to actually give away something. That might, forget it what I said. Never mind. I think it's really good they got Roy under contract. I don't think this allows him to join Laval when his junior season is done, but maybe, because, the ELC starts next season. I don't know if that means he can join now anyway, so I don't know. But maybe he does. Maybe just because is under contract, even though it starts next year, he might be able to for the playoffs there. We'll see. Because I saw word out there that he would be. I don't know. Next, RGM. I don't know where this came from. I know it was today. So Kent Hughes talking about plans to upgrade how they develop prospects. And I don't know if I'm putting it accurately saying that, but I'm going to read you what I'm talking about. So this is from Kent Hughes. We're figuring out the offseason component of it. That's development of the prospects. And then just the communication of what we're doing, especially with our prospects, because what ends up happening is our scouts draft them. And I know their sense is part of it may be defensive too. Like, I draft the guy who doesn't get where we want him to go. Everybody wants to say it's somebody else's fault. I didn't get it wrong. You guys didn't develop them, and the development people will make another one. Like, the coaches didn't give him enough opportunity. So as we pull it all together, we also want to try to integrate everybody to say that this is our development plan for player X. And I want the scouts, like if we've got somebody in Sweden, we've got to have a development plan for him. But the Swedish scout's the one getting in to see him all the time. So he's got to be aware of that plan. He's got to have access to it online. That this is the plan. These are the videos explaining what needs to be done. In other words, from what I take from that is they want to streamline how all the information, because he had said it before about data, how data is distributed, and so that everybody's on the same page is basically what he's talking about. Make plan for the players' development, and then everybody needs to be on the same page so you don't have that finger pointing about what went wrong. Because hopefully, if you're organized about the way you do it, it won't go wrong. Anyway, I thought I'd bring that to you. Next up, Jordan Harris was interviewed, the scrum they do. And this was before practice, I think, yesterday. I got to tell you, seems like a really nice kid. Like character-wise, these kids they're bringing in, save for the one that, he's working on it. We won't have to mention names. Yeah, I mean, you kind of gotta like this kid when you see him interviewed and the way he talks, and you just gotta kind of like him. So he says his plan all along was to play 4 years in college and then sign with Montreal. He says he never thought of any other way the whole time, and apparently when he was drafted, he said that, and he didn't understand why people didn't take him at his word. So in the end, it turns out that Jordan Harris, no matter who was in charge here, Bergevin or the new management, although he did say he was encouraged and it did help and make him feel better about signing, but his plan was to do 4 years of college and then sign with Montreal. And he said, like, who wouldn't want to sign with Montreal? It's like, it's the most storied franchise in the league. So there's that. That answers the question of what happened there. I think just poor communication with Bergevin. And then with the new guys, well, I think the communication was there. But with Bergevin, poor communication, and then we didn't know what was going on. Ray, stop barking, please. I didn't want you to hear me yell at my dog. Jake Evans is back tonight. No concussion. Whatever that was probably shoulder, whatever. I didn't hear exactly what it was, but he's back in the lineup tonight. So is Tyler Pitlick will be back in. He'll replace Matthew Perreault. I'm not sure if anybody else is coming out for Evans, but I'm sure somebody is. I didn't hear who. Jake Allen will make the start tonight, so that's there, but we'll see that with the lineups. And that's all that game day news I got. So let's see what you guys are saying. And then we'll get to the and don't forget, I can't remember. Guess the score contest. Guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game. Either team, you can pick that guy from, and you win $10 directly in your bank account via Interac. And we haven't had a winner yet this year, so come on, let's get a winner. At this point, let's get a winner. All right, hey filibuster, how's it going, man? Old man. And speaking of that, why when I'm on camera, my nose gets itchy? You can pick your friends. You just can't pick your friend's nose. What do you think of the incident in New York where jury would not allow Lafreniere to speak in French? PR team said we only do English here. You know what, babe, I don't know the whole story there. It's kind of a situation where I would really like to know exactly what happened. I don't really want to comment until I do, because there could be a lot to unpack there. I don't know. I heard about it. It's all I know, but I don't know the exact details. And I'm not going to, yeah. If it's true, it's kind of a shitty thing. Who's to tell Lafreniere what he can talk? The language of hockey is in English, but I still think in this situation, I think you could do interviews in French, especially for French language stuff. So I don't get what's going on there. Like I said, don't know the whole thing, but doesn't sound right on the part of New York Rangers. Let's say Habs super win 5-3. Andy with the first goal. That's Phil. Habs Guru 3-1 Canes. Aho with the first goal. Bye. Lucas, is it Cardona? Yeah, signed a 1 year. Is it Cardona or Cardito or something like that? Yeah, signed a 1 year contract, a 1 year ELC with the Habs. You know, it was kind of a minor thing. I didn't know anything about this kid, so I didn't actually report on that. Rob Dario, how's it going? 4-2 Habs, Suzuki with the first. Kendata. That's it. I knew there were T's involved there. Lucas Kendata, 1 year, free agent out of college. 1 year ELC. I know nothing about the kid, so I didn't report on it. J-Fed, 5-2 Carolina. Aho. Yeah, this one, I can't feel, I don't feel Montreal will win here. I don't have an idea for the score, but probably something like that 5-2. I gotta think J-Fed's probably got the score right. So I don't know who's. I'm not giving a guess here tonight, but I don't think it's. I think Montreal loses tonight. They're in Carolina, and the way Carolina is about Montreal, yeah, I think they're just gonna. Yeah, whatever. I can't wait till Montreal is that much better. We can go into Carolina and just kick their ass. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be the other way around. But well, hopefully not. Where am I? Oh, I went through everybody. I went through everybody. Well, let's chat for a few minutes, and then I'll do the preview. And then I'll go feed my dog. Anybody wants to join me? Light them if you got them. And, yeah. You know, funny thing happened to me today. It's weird because I filed my income tax. I wasn't getting anything back, and I wasn't owing anything. And yet, 8 days later, I got a return I got a refund from Canada with no explanation yet as to why. So not a big one or anything, but still, it's like I couldn't figure out why. And all day I was doing my youngest son's taxes today, and I could try to puzzle this out. Did anybody get money from federal government that they weren't expecting? I know in Quebec here we're getting $500 if you're under a certain income, and the income's big, $100,000. You're getting $500 if you do your income tax before. I don't know if it's before the deadline or just doing it. But so I know I'm getting that, but this came from Canada, so I can't figure it out. But I'll take it if you want to give it to me. Hey, Michelle Lemieux, thank you. It's Michael. Sorry, Michael. Yeah, I saw. Anyway, thanks for re-upping. You've been a member before, I'm quite sure. I appreciate that. So some Michael hype in the room and some member hype in the room. Appreciate that. Hit the join button underneath the window there, and you could join up. It gives you all the info there if you want to join up. We're going to start having some member stuff going on. I know I've been very lax on. And Wednesdays, I don't know. It's either lately there's been games. So we'll get back to those kind of live streams on the Wednesdays and some members-only videos. I actually have a couple that I got to edit that I've been wanting to get out there. So I'm going to try to get that done. Anyways, the off-season's coming up pretty soon, actually. So, hey, Roberto. Hey, it's been a while, man. Awesome. Join me. I've been good. I've been good. Can't complain. If I complain, who listens? All right. What did I want to talk about? Well, no, we're going to wait for in a couple of minutes, we're going to do the, not we, because I'm going to do the preview for the game. Oh, just for everybody who's wondering, tonight in the game hangout, Matt already texted me. He's got family and from out of town unexpectedly, and he will not be on tonight. So you don't have that answer. You listen. Thank you, Roberta. I appreciate it. Bay by 2. Oh boy, everybody's listening. Harry, hey Harry, how's it going, man? Excuse me. Roberto, I was sort of expecting him today, but I'm gonna say I'm expecting Saturday that he'll probably be in the lineup. And at the same time hoping Saturday he'll be in the lineup. So at the same time, but I was kind of expecting him and hoping today, maybe more hoping than expecting today, but he's not. And then again, when the game starts, he may be in the lineup. I mean, I don't know. The lineups I have, they're not always 100% accurate. It's happened many times. It happened the other day. It said that Lagesson was going to be in the lineup for Barron's second game, but it was Barron. So we'll see. Barron is listed for tonight, so I really like that Marty is sticking with him. That's why I expect to see Harris as soon as they feel he's ready to start his first game, because I think they're going to use these last 15 games, whatever we've got left, to give these guys some NHL experience. It seems to, and I hope so. Because you know that Harris and Barron, they're definitely, in their plans for the future. Lagesson, I mean, I don't know. Geez, sorry about that. Yeah, with Lagesson, I don't know enough about him to really know, but I mean, I think as far as talent-wise, Harris and Barron are, so we'll see what happens. I know I keep this right by me. No wonder I cough. When is Harris supposed to? I answered that already. Okay, another 2 minutes. So let's go for some more questions and shit before I get to the preview. No, Joshua Roy can't play here, and I'm not sure about the AHL. He might there, but not here. Next year, I mean, he's got an ELC, so next year's a different story. But I don't think he can come up unless there's an emergency reason why, and there won't be more of those. So, do we have any forward that we can sign who can play? Can that guy they signed today play? No, I don't think. Oh, maybe the college guy they signed could play, but they're talking about him going to the AHL to the Rocket. Beba, I kind of saw that. I think you might not realize your caps lock is on. They say they're saying Armia is playing with Suzuki and Caulfield tonight. I saw that. I don't have a reason why. See any issues with an all right hand or all left hand forward line? Andy, Suzuki, Caulfield. That's probably what it is. If there's an issue there, Phil, that might be it. Right? I mean, that makes kind of sense if it is. I just don't know if is Armia number one winger. I don't know, and that's why you got to think. They want to find somebody that's not Armia for that spot. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see, but that means anyways that Caulfield and Suzuki are back up on the same line. That might have happened last game. I don't remember. Armia is also right-handed, so that doesn't mean. So then it's not that. If Armia is right, it's true, and so they're all right. I don't know. I don't understand. Oh, baby, don't worry about it. I'm just letting you know if you didn't see it. That's all. I'm not upset or anything. Our top left wing, Toffoli gone, right? Drouin out. Lehkonen gone. And then there's Byron. And then there's Byron. Thing is, though, I mean, Caulfield can play the left side, so I imagine that's why it works, right? Besides, I mean, you kind of almost want him on the left side to take those one-timers, obviously on the power play, but, it works too on a line. So I guess that's why that works, but why have Armia instead of Anderson? I don't know. He might be looking at something, trying something, whatever they're trying to do. Maybe they're showcasing Armia for the offseason for a move there. They could still trade Armia as long as it's to a team that doesn't intend to use him in the offseason, in the postseason. You can still make trades as long as you can't play the guy in the postseason. So if you're a team going to playoffs, making a trade doesn't really help you. But I mean, I talk about that in my video today. He doesn't score enough. He's too like really streaky to be a first line option. Unfortunately, I like Armia. I'm not shitting all over Armia. It's just it's the facts, right? The facts are the facts. It ain't about feelings, man. This isn't the Republican Party. Yeah, Harry, exactly what I just said. So we are agreeing. And like I said, they could still trade, a team that might want Armia for next year that's not making the playoffs. That could still happen. Hey, maybe Arizona wants him. What's his name? Clayton. God, what can't I think of his last name of it? And I have him. I just dropped him. He's gone for the season. He broke his femur. So maybe Arizona makes a trade. They get Armia and Weber, and we get something back. Because apparently that the Weber contract trade thing is still out there for Arizona. So I don't know. Yeah, they can still trade Phil, but the player, you can't have anybody traded now. They can't play in the postseason. I mean, that's if you're not making the postseason, so who cares? Anyway, it's in my video today. It's part of what I was. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. It's about Jeff Petrie. That's all I'm saying. It's doing well. I can't complain. How we're doing in time? We're doing good in time. We're doing good for time. We good. All good. It's all right. It's all right. Shut the door. Anybody get that reference? Did you understand what I said? Maybe you didn't. Maybe I mumbled. Bye. Did you hear that Ottawa was working on playing 6 games next year in Quebec City? Yeah, 5 games I heard actually. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. Is it because they want to test out the market? Like, I don't understand why that would happen. Other than that, right? Testing out the market to a possible move to Quebec City, is that like if they're saying? Also, what I heard is the NHL says as long as there's interest to keep the team, they're able to keep the team in Ottawa. There's interest there, financial interest. That team will stay in the city that they're in. So and apparently there is that interest there. If that's not the case, and they're saying, well, we're not going to move it from Canada, then Quebec City makes makes sense because they're kind of ready. I just feel that if they're moving, it's going to go to the States, and we're going to lose a Canadian team. Bye. So they're going to sell. Yeah. So you see the Senators are going to sell. Do they stay in Ottawa? That's going to be the big question. I hope they do. And if not, they move to Quebec City. I'm good with either. I don't want to see them move out of Canada. And there's a big possibility that, it'll end up in Houston because I know that the NHL would like to have a team in Houston. We all know that. I mean, it's not a secret. Anyway, we'll see what happens. It was kind of sudden. And it's going to be big off-season news, I guess. We'll find out more in the off-season. Besides, I mean, it might be something for a new city that, might not really be able to put it together the first season, like next season, to have the team in whatever new city. So they might stay in Ottawa another year. Anyway, I don't really know. I don't really know. I'm just talking out my ass. And you couldn't tell the difference. See that? My face or my ass, it looks the same. Both hairy. All right, we're gonna get to yeah. Let's get to the preview. By the way, I don't know why I'm saying, but I got my, how do I want to put it? I bought it at UPS. I bought UPS today. No, I don't, and it's not even the same letters. I bought a VPN today, first time, so I'm using a VPN now, first time ever. So yeah, I don't know why I said that, but so I don't know anything about it. I noticed it made a few sites slower, a few things slower than it did before, but not everything. So I don't know what that's about. But things that need to be secure run a little slower, and imagine because it checks. I could be wrong. If Ottawa interested, I'd be down to run the Senators. Harry, my son Harry, I'll help you. No, I wouldn't want to. You know what? I don't know. I wouldn't want to. I mean, how do I not be a Habs fan? And just follow, like, I don't know how like if something like that happened, then I would have to, well, because I'm doing something with that team, I have to be their fan. I don't know how I would do that. Honestly. Oh, I got NordVPN. I didn't buy it. I didn't make a commitment. I needed it pretty quick, and I just bought it for 1 month. By the month, and by next month, I'll buy a plan. If I like it, if not, I'll cancel and find another one. I had something happen, and it was a choice. I had to either buy AVG, the paid one, buy McAfee, which I didn't want to do, or start a VPN. I didn't have the money yet today to do this, so I just took it for the month. And next month I can expand it if I want. Money talks. Luke, we're talking about, yeah. You use IP varnish. I actually, I don't pee varnish. I pee like, I don't know what comes out. It's like water. Must be interesting. Your toilet must look pretty weird if you pee varnish. It's all I can think. Yeah. No, anyways, so I'm learning. I just got it like around noon. So I haven't really done anything. I'm logged on here, obviously, in Canada. I didn't want to take a chance that it would screw up my live stream. But yeah, I got rid of my McAfee off my computer. I got rid of AVG. They were like, please, can you consider us, please? Nope. Hey, Infinity. That's how you say it. Yeah, I gave up cigarettes a couple years ago there, Infinity. That should answer the question. And yeah, that's the answer. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the comfort of running the VPN and not, worrying about, my devices being at risk as much. And now my phone can be covered when I go out. I can actually use Wi-Fi when I'm out. Anyway, I just thought that was something. I'm in the. I stepped into the more modern age and have a VPN. Means no one can track me down where I'm from. If I don't want them to. All right. Hope everybody's having a good time, by the way, watching this guy here. Just go insane in general for the time that I'm on the air. Give a thumbs up if you like watching that. I appreciate that. You still need a virus program with a VPN? No, it comes with, they've got threat protection. So they've got all that. VPN, Nord has now virus protection. And if I'm wrong, please tell me. But it told me that I need to, there's another one running. And if I want to turn on their threat protection, it might not run great if I don't turn the other one off. So I did. So I'm assuming that that's virus protection. It says they call it threat protection because it's not just viruses. And if I'm wrong and I sound like an old man who doesn't know what he's talking about, it's possible that I am. Windows, yeah. From what I heard, I was using Defender for a long time, but from what I heard, runs a little late, outdated a little bit, and you could get caught with some of the new stuff. I've been wanting to get a VPN anyway for a long time, so it's not like I just jumped on that. I've been wanting to do it. I was planning on doing it next month or the month after anyway. So I'll take it for a month at a time till going to buy it like 3 years at a time after that. Anyway, let's get Lucas. Yeah, NordVPN has their own antivirus. So, I know that they do. All right. Before I run out of time, let's get to the important stuff. Let's get to the game preview. So this is the game preview for the Montreal Canadiens. So let's put it this way. The Hatfields, Montreal Canadiens, at the McCoys, Carolina Hurricanes. And the feud is still on. And that's all on the Carolina Hurricanes because they're just a bunch of assholes on social media. Montreal is in Carolina. Montreal is 18-38-11, 47 points, 8th in the Atlantic. Carolina 44-15-8, 96 points, 1st in the Metropolitan. How to watch this game? 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific in Montreal's region. TSN2 in English, RDS in French. Excuse me. In the Hurricanes region, Bally Sports South. Streaming, ESPN Plus, NHL Live, RDS Direct, TSN Direct, which nobody probably uses, Sports Surge, and NHL 66. That's what I use. Last 10 record. Montreal's 3-3-4 on a one-game losing streak. Carolina is 4-3-3 on a one-game overtime losing streak. So not as hot a record in their last 10 as I would have thought. Season series, they played twice already. October 21st, early in the season in Montreal, 4-1 win for Carolina. And December 30th in Carolina, 4-0 shutout for Carolina. Tail of the tape, scoring chances for percentage, 45.1% for Montreal, 29th, 54.2% for Carolina, 5th. Goals per game, 2.55 for Montreal, last in the league, 3.34 for Carolina, 8th. Goals against per game, 3.76 for Montreal, 31st, 2.37 for Carolina, 1st in the league. Power play percentage, 13.7% for Montreal, which is atrocious, 30th in the league, 24.2% for Carolina, 6th in the league. It's a good one. PK percentage, 74.9%, 28th in the league. And PK percentage for Carolina, 88.3%. That's first. I was going to say that's the highest I've seen this year, and that's because it's first. Head-to-head this year between the two teams, 2-0 for Montreal, 2-0 for the McCoys. Shots on goal per game allowed for Montreal, 34.4, for Carolina, 28.7. Shots on goal per game for is 29.6%. No, not percent. 29.6 for Montreal, 33.6 for Carolina. Face-off percentage, Montreal, 48.5%, 21st. 53.3% for Carolina, 4th. Goalies tonight is Jake Allen for Montreal, 7-18-4, 319 goals against, 906 save percentage, 2 shutouts. I don't know. I'm going to say Anderson, 32-10-3 for Carolina. That is 205 goals against, 927 save percentage, 3 shutouts. And you got to look at Maple Leafs fans looking at it and going, Maybe we made a mistake letting him go. Players to watch last 5 games for Montreal. Chris Weidman, 5 points. David Savard, 2 goals. Chris Weidman, 4 assists. Laurent Dauphin, +4. Not one big name there. Maybe that's not good. For Carolina, Teravainen, 7 points. Neckash, 4 goals. Teravainen, 7 assists. And Tony DeAngelo, +6. Team leaders. Goals, Montreal 18, Nick Suzuki. Carolina 30, Sebastian Aho. Points, 50, Nick Suzuki for Montreal. 66, that's Aho for Carolina. Average time on ice, Jeff Petrie, 22-16 for Montreal. And Jacob Slavin, 23-43 for Carolina. And wins, Montembeault, 7 for Montreal. Anderson, 32. The opposite ends of the spectrum for Carolina there. Montreal scoring. Suzuki now 18 goals, 32 assists, 50 points, -21. Caulfield 14-19, 33 points, -16. Anderson 16 and 10, 26 points, -21. And Hoffman 11-13, 24 points, -19. For the Carolina McCoys, Aho, 30 goals, 36 assists, 66 points, +15. Svechnikov, 25, 33, 58 points, +14. Teravainen, 16, 38, 54 points, +18. Trocheck, 18, 28, 46 points, +15. DeAngelo, 10, 33, 43 points, +24. Yes, I was wrong about how he would be there in Carolina. He has had a great season. Nino Niederreiter, 21, 14, 35 points, +19. Bottom 5 of the league, Philadelphia is 53 points. Ottawa, 52 points. Seattle, 48 points. Arizona and Montreal tied at 67 games and 47 points. With Clayton, I don't know, I can't remember his goddamn last name. With him out, I mean, Arizona is going to suck a bit more. So the two teams are going to fight it out over the last 15 games. Okay, current line, away record for Montreal is 8-19-7. Home record for Carolina, 24-5-4. Against each other over the last 3 seasons, Montreal's record is 1-3-1. Carolina 4-0-1. Habs lines tonight, the important part. Suzuki, Caulfield, and Armia. Pitlick, Hoffman, and Anderson. That is Rem Pitlick. Dvorak, Byron, and Laurent Dauphin. Jake Evans back in the lineup. Tyler Pitlick back in the lineup with Ilonen on the other wing. Romanov and Savard first pair. Edmondson, Weidman second pair. Barron and Sheneman third pair. Allen starting. Yeah, that's Pizzette is out, eh? Just notice that upper body. Carolina, Aho in between Teravainen and Jarvis. Trocheck in between Domi. Domi making his Carolina debut against Montreal. Svechnikov on the other wing. Stahl, that's Jordan Stahl, Niederreiter, and Fast. He's a slow skater, but his name is Fast. I don't know if that's true. Stepan, Martinuk, and Neckash as the fourth line. Slavin and DeAngelo, first pair. Brady Shea, Pesci, second pair. Smith and Cole, third pair. Anderson starting. Kokanen Yemi, KK is out with a lower body injury. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That's the end of the show. That's the Johnny Carson theme, I think. I got that in my head. All right. So, what do we got here? Back to the VPNs. Windows pre-installed virus protection isn't that great. No. I had malware bites and all that, but I wanted something that covered more coverage than just a free version of these things. So if I was going to pay for something, I want a VPN. I bought a VPN. There's my reasoning. HX3J, how's it going, buddy? Where's KK? Where's KK? Where in the world is Yesperi Kokanyemi? KK is on the 2 weeks. He's off for 2 to 3 weeks, I think, with a lower body injury after someone took him into the boards or took him down on the ice, something like that. Lucas, KK isn't even their top 6 scorer and got that contract. They're just trying to save face and saying, he's better than he looks. He's better than he looks. I think he is 9th in scoring. Clayton Keller. That's his name. Keller broke his killer femur, and he's out. So, yeah. Too bad, because he was doing really good for my going into the playoffs. I lose Clayton Keller on my fantasy team. Yeah, it's lovely. KK got $6 million, and he's a healthy scratch. Signed for 8 more years as well. Not a healthy scratch. He's out with a lower body. Mary Jo, it says lower body, so I don't know. You know, he maybe he thinks with his ass. That's where his brain is. That would be a lower body injury. But it does say lower body, and maybe it should be an upper body. I thought it was a concussion too, to be honest with you. So when I saw lower body, I was going, okay, yeah. But it does say lower body. Lucas, forgot Domi went there. Yeah, Domi. I don't know how many games he's played, but he's there now. Happy Nation, 10-0 for the Canes, for the McCoys. Francesco, hey, how's it going, Francesco? Off for 2 or 3 weeks so he can play on his PlayStation 5 and get better and learn and earn his money. Yeah, no, he took a pretty nasty hit from what I remember. You know what? Habs win 7-3. Armia opens the scoring. Domi with 2, but Anderson with 2 and an assist. That's pretty specific shit there. So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe he's playing with Drew. Yeah, they're both off. Armia is not a first liner. No, he's not. I mean, he's not. I mean, I agree with that, but he's playing there. You never listen with him, Armia. You never know what's going to be that game where he's going to have that game for the month, and then we'll wait till next month. That's what it seems to be this year, anyway. So yeah. So anyway, I'm going in a couple of minutes because got to feed my animals and get ready for the next one. So don't forget, from now, let's see, it's 17 minutes from now, game stream will be on. Matt will not be there. He texted me this time. At least he texted me. He's got family. He said family in unexpectedly. And yeah, that's cool. As long as he texts me first. Francesco, yeah, it was a vicious hit he took. If it does not work, only sex to change the lines around. Yep, I think that's yep. Oh, with Armia, yeah. Caulfield and Nick are scoring tonight, 100%. Okay, what I only want this. First, is that a guarantee? If it's a guarantee and they don't score, what are you giving me? And then when you answer that, I gotta go. I mean, I want them to be scoring, yeah, but I'm just asking if they don't, what do I get? Did I miss anything? I don't think so. And by the way, before you leave, give a thumbs up on your way out. I appreciate that. Thumbs up. Go Habs, go. Yeah, you see, I got you. That's okay. I hope they score, but I mean, 100%. I don't know. But I hope they do. I love them to pad those numbers, man. Get those numbers up. Don't owe $10. There you go. You gotta don't owe $10 to me, man. Yeah. No, you don't. You don't. But I thought it was a question worth asking. All right, I got to take off here right now. I'll be back in 15 minutes for the hangout. Hopefully you guys will come back. Stay safe till then. And peace out, y'all. And I'll see you soon. Ciao, y'all.